Happy Artifact Friday! Today we're going to talk about tobacco pipes. I have the tobacco pipes that we found out of the large pit feature that was next to the wall trench of the possible structure we have, Feature 35 as we call it. And these pipe stems are connected. We have two pipes that connect, which is great. Quite rare. Usually we don't have them connect like this, which is nice. So we have the stems here, and the pipe bowls typically are pretty delicate and they fall out, but here you go. Here, I'll shine the light on this. In this instance, this pipe bowl was decorated and likely came from this pipe because you can see the decoration here on this pipe bowl that connects to the stem, which is exciting. Also, we have the mouthpiece slightly intact. You can kind of see right here is where they put their mouth on it. Kind of dip down like this, which is kind of cool. And why they would, I don't really know for sure, but I think this is why they kept snapping off, is the clay would get kind of gummy as they would smoke it, and they would kind of have to break it off and keep going. But I don't know, that's kind of something I felt like maybe they did. The pipes were kind of just like today's cigarettes. They were kind of disposable. There was a lot of them. It was very common to find them. And yeah, it was just kind of a common sort of thing, is to be smoking pretty much all day. Just to look at a design or a drawing illustration of what these pipes were about. As I talked about earlier, the pipe bowl that I showed you the decoration on was decorated along the bowl, and the bowls typically fall off. There's also the heel, which was present on one of our pipe bowls. Or there's also a spur, which is sometimes present. That's sort of an indication of the heels and the spurs would change throughout time, so it could be an indication of relative dating, which I'll talk about in a little bit. And I didn't find any cartouches on pipe bowls at this site yet, but those are markers from the manufacturer who made the pipes, and they would have certain designs on their cartouches that represented their company. The tobacco pipes from Parker Plantation likely came from England. They are found across colonial sites in the Low Country. They're very, very common across these sites. Pipe stems in general were super fashionable to have them longer as time went on. See below, I wrote common lengths of the pipe stems throughout the centuries. In the 16th century, they were rather short, about 1 3/4 inches to about 3. 17th century, they were about a foot, and 18th to 19th century, they could be up to 2 feet or larger. We measure, when we're researching these pipe stems in general, we measure the pipe stem holes. As I said, the pipe stems would get longer throughout time, and when the pipe stems got longer, the wire that created the holes in the pipe stems got smaller in diameter. So we measure the diameter of the pipe stem holes to figure out how relatively old they could be. So archaeologists, when they're doing research, they will take a handy dandy gauge reader here, and they will, or sometimes we use drill bits also that are measured in 1/16 of an inch, and we will measure the stem hole here Let's see how large it is. So in this instance, let's see, I can measure it. And we have 1/16 of an inch, which is 4/64. Little math for you. Little fraction conversion. Here is another illustration from Hume showing styles of the pipe bowl decorations and pipe heels. And they can tell us time period too, and give us relative dates. Decorations became more and more common as time went on, especially in the 19th century. And here at Parker Plantation, our pipe bowls were mostly decorated. And I've circled the most common pipe bowls we found in the illustration to your right. The common bowls were found at Parker Plantation, fit the Parker Plantation era of 1796 to about 1836. The pipe bowl in particular that we have here is a decoration of, let's see if I can get it, good lighting here. There we go. Kind of see it here. There we go. So it has the lines, the applied sort of lines here, and it's very hard to see, but they have little dots. And that one in particular, according to the illustration, was in the center of the illustration, and it dates to 1780 to 1820 manufacture, which is pretty much right in the center of the Dr. William Parker Plantation era occupation. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed Artifact Friday today about tobacco pipes, and look forward to seeing you next Friday.